Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, everyone. I missed you all. I know I was away for a long time and I didn't upload any videos, but I'm going to explain everything in my coming video. And I know it's a little bit late to do a Christmas haul, but unfortunately I couldn't even open my Christmas gifts or open the packages of the stuff that I bought for myself for Christmas. But here I am, and I'm going to share with you now everything that I bought for myself for Christmas. I have here quite a selection of fragrances that were on my wish list now for a long time. I also have some makeup and some random stuff. So if you want to know what I got for Christmas, then please keep on watching. But before we start, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura, and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. I also do some makeup, skincare and lifestyle in general. So if this is your thing, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload a new video. Also follow me on Instagram, where I post some exclusive content that I don't do here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's start. So let's start by these earrings. These are from an Egyptian designer. She is quite famous. It's actually the same like my ring. I have this ring now for almost 2 years, I think. So I bought now the earrings. And what I like mostly about this earring is that it has some inscription here. The designer is Azza Fahmi. She is quite famous actually, even outside of Egypt. She has, I think, a store in England, in the British Museum, if I'm not mistaken, and other places around the world. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any stores in Italy. So when I go to Egypt, I usually pay a visit to her store and have a look at her new designs. Next, a very random thing that I wanted to share with you. I finally got myself like the massage globes for eyes and face. I know you can use your spoon, you put it in the fridge and it works just fine to depuff your under eyes. But I'm under a real stress lately and I don't know, I wanted something like dedicated for myself. So massaging my eyes when I wake up is now a part of my routine and I am looking forward to try this one. Next we have makeup, and let's start by I got myself from Huda Beauty 2 products. I think these are from the most hyped up products from her. This is a Tantour contour and cream in fair, I think, and light, sorry. I hope after like being really disappointed with a shade and illuminate from Tom Ford that I'm going to like this one. This is how it looks. And here is the color. It looks promising, I have to say. It doesn't look too red, I don't know. And as usual, I'm going to test all these products, makeup products, in a Get Ready With Me that I'm going to upload after this video. Then we have the loose baking and setting powder. This is in banana bread. This is a mini. I have a lot of powders and a lot of bronzers actually, to be quite honest, but I am always on the hunt for like my perfect bronzer or my perfect powder. I'm not really into baking, but from all the reviews that I saw, they always mention this product as the best product for baking, especially under the eyes. So that was the Baby Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder from Huda Beauty. Then I have a mascara, Monsieur Big from Lancome. Iconic mascara that everybody talks about. I just can't find the best mascara for me. I tried so many mascaras, so many. There's always something that I don't like about it. It's great, I love the effect, but it smudges. Or flakes, or I don't like the feeling or the wand. I just can't find my perfect mascara and I'm still on that. So I hope that Monsieur Big will not disappoint me. Next I have actually from Givenchy. This is Le Rouge collection. They're 3 iconic red lipsticks. It comes in this very beautiful packaging. And here we have the lipsticks. This is from the Deep Velvet collection. This is Rouge Graine. It looks much darker in real life than on camera. It's a very deep red with a touch of like rustiness. It's really stunning. I can't wait to try it, and also the packaging is just stunning. Love it. Next one we have their iconic L'Interdit. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, the finish is totally different. This is a creamy texture, I can see. And again, it looks darker in real life. I am not really into creamy red lipsticks. If I am going for a red lip, I mostly go for liquid lipsticks or matte lipsticks. Then we have this very beautiful packaging here. This is Night in Red. It's actually more of a berry lipstick than a red one. Again, I will do a get ready with me where I test all these products and will also tell you where I have been, what are my plans for YouTube and for my life in general. So if you want to know that and all my plans for this year are here on YouTube, then please stay tuned for that video. Now let's get to perfumes, and let's start with Jo Malone. These are actually my first Jo Malone ever. I have minis. I have 3 minis, I think, and I got myself 2 in the 30 ml size. So we have here wood sage and sea salt, and lime, basil and mandarin. Lime, basil and mandarin I mostly bought because I wanted to do a comparison between this one and Mandarin Basilic from Guerlain, from the Acqua di Parma line. So that was actually a blind buy. So let's hope for the best. I will test on my skin. Okay, right from the start, this is definitely different to the Mandarin Basilic from Acqua di Parma. This is more aromatic and less mandarin, very citrusy aromatic. It's more unisex than Mandarin Basilic. Mandarin Basilic has a little bit of sweetness. This is like very citrusy and very aromatic. Okay, for now, I definitely prefer Mandarin Basilic to this one. It's not off-putting, but it's not my favorite for now. I'm gonna test it around and will update you on that. Yeah, it has a little bit of a grassy aromatic base going on and extremely citrusy, very citrusy. Yeah, the mandarin is not like the predominant note. I get more like lime, like real pungent citrusy notes. So anyway, so that was lime, basil and mandarin. Of course, after testing this one out, I will definitely do a comparison video between this one and Mandarin Basilic, and maybe other fragrances that I have that have similar composition. So definitely stay tuned for that. The next one is a cult favorite. Everybody knows about this one. This is wood sage and sea salt, an amazing fresh summer fragrance that is just so unique, so refreshing. It really reminds you of, you know, sea, like water. It has this watery aspect to it. A lot of people say that Pacific Rock Moss from Goldfield and Banks is really similar to this one. I did a buying guide on all the fragrances from Goldfield and Banks, which I will leave linked up here if you are interested, but I have to disagree. They have all the same vibe. I would wear them in the same occasion, but they are not really similar. But I get why people compare it to that one, because really this fragrance is really unique that I can't find any similar, like real similar fragrance to this one. It's just unique. Unfortunately, longevity and sillage on this one is terrible, like almost all Jo Malone fragrances. It is, after all, a cologne. Is it worth the price tag? For uniqueness, yes, but when it comes to longevity and sillage, of course, it's not worth the price tag. So I was actually debating, should I buy this one or like the small size of Creed Virgin Islands water. Comparing the price, this is cheaper than Creed. Again, I'm not saying that they are similar fragrances, but I would wear them on the same occasions. You know, beach, summer, vacation. This is like the occasions that I would wear these fragrances, both of them. And at the end, I chose wood sage and sea salt. And if you didn't smell any of the fragrances that I mentioned and you want to know how this one smells, it's definitely like the name. So it's woody, it's a little bit aromatic. There is sage, a predominant note of sage here. It has also a marine vibe, because I think in the notes there is seaweed. I'm not sure, but there is definitely a marine vibe to this fragrance. So that was wood sage and sea salt. Let's move to the next one, and this is Parfums de Marly Cassili. This is actually my first Parfums de Marly from the women collection. I do have one fragrance from Parfums de Marly, which is Wajan. It's actually in the men collection, but I definitely find it totally unisex, even leaning a little bit feminine in my opinion. Here is the box. Yeah. And here is the stunning bottles. The bottles of Parfums de Marly are really beautiful in my opinion. Yeah. It's floral, it's fruity, it's sweet, quite girly, very fun. I don't remember the notes, but I think there was plum and frangipani. And to me, I smell more berries in this fragrance, at least now. And since we are talking about Parfums de Marly, I actually did a first impression on 4 or 5 fragrances from Parfums de Marly way back when I started YouTube. And I know it has been a long time, but I will do a buying guide for Parfums de Marly very soon. So yeah, again, stay tuned. Maybe you are shocked that I didn't buy the Lena, which is like everybody's favorite from the line. It's an amazing fragrance. I can't say anything about it. Actually, from all the three, the Lena, the original one, the Exclusive, and also La Rosée, I did a comparison between all three, which I will leave linked up here if you want to watch it. But to me, the Lena is not my favorite from the line. Definitely Cassili is my absolute favorite. It's not similar, but for me, it's the same vibe like La danza delle pillole from Nubile 1942, which I featured in my birthday haul. Both of them have like the same effect on me. And they are both sweet, they are both fruity, but they are different. But I would wear them in the same occasion, and also they have the same effect on me. So this is just, both of them are just happiness in a bottle, in my opinion. Of course, Cassili is more fruity, while La danza delle libellule is going toward the gourmand. It's more of an apple cinnamon vibe, but both of them are just happy fragrances. You have to love fruity florals and also sweet fragrances. I personally am not into sweet fragrances, but Cassili is one of the exceptions, I would say, to that. It has an amazing longevity and sillage. Performance is just amazing on all Parfums de Marly fragrances, except of Oriana's, a new one, which I'm going also to do a review on. So definitely worth the price tag. So that was Cassili, my first Parfums de Marly from the women collection. Next fragrance is from one of my absolute favorite niche brands, and I'm talking about Memo Paris. I already have French Leather and Winter Palace, and I added to my collection Shams Oud. This is the old packaging where they come with a card and the box is like a grayish color. The new packaging I think is in white, and here is the bottle. stunning bottle. And I also love this detail where you can see the logo of Memo in the back. And before spraying this fragrance, I have a disclaimer. This is not exactly the fragrance that was like next on my wish list when it comes to Memo Paris, but I found it like at an amazing price. And I actually liked the scent. I am really obsessed with this brand, so I added it to my collection. From what I remember, the opening was quite strong, quite off-putting. Oh yeah. Oh, I really get in the opening a lot of the Tolu balsam. It's really strong here. The oud, the saffron, cypriol also I get, but the cypriol takes like a back seat after like a few minutes. But wait for the dry down. In the dry down, I don't get this animalic touch anymore. It is still oud. There is still the Tolu balsam, which is quite predominant here. I would say it's almost at the same level with oud, or even a little bit more predominant, to my nose at least. So it's very balsamic and woody, but there is something extremely addictive about it. Definitely this is not for the faint of heart. I would never advise to blind buy this one. You really have to test it. You really have to like oriental fragrances, balsamic fragrances. It's quite a statement. This fragrance is quite a statement. It's a very dry oud. Yeah, I guess it's from the name, so it's called Shams oud. Shams means sun, so sunny oud. This is totally unisex, actually leaning a little bit masculine. And to be completely honest, I'm just obsessed with the brand, and I found it at this amazing price and I just couldn't resist. I have no idea when or where can I wear this fragrance. If you are looking for a fragrance that is like a statement in itself, yeah, then check Shams Oud from Memo. Again, not a safe blind buy. And the last fragrance is from another niche brand that I absolutely adore. This is Acqua di Parma, and I bought Vaniglia. This is one of the most beautiful vanilla forward fragrances that I've smelled until now. And I know I'm in the minority, but vanilla is not actually one of my favorite notes. But this one I love. Again, the opening is not good, but the dry down is just amazing. I think what bothers me in the opening is this combination between citrusy, cedar and the vanilla. But wait for about 10 minutes and you will get this very beautiful powdery vanilla. You get a little bit also of floral notes, but what really shines here is, of course, the vanilla, but with a good dose of heliotrope. And this is why I absolutely love this fragrance. I love heliotrope. Heliotrope has this powdery, almondy-like facet to it. I discovered that I absolutely adore it in fragrances, and it really combined with this floral background with the vanilla is just amazing. The opening, you would say, oh my god, this is like a masculine fragrance, and a little bit like the notes are clashing, but in the dry down, a beautiful unisex vanilla fragrance. Definitely one of my absolute favorite vanilla fragrances. Very unique. It's so classy and sophisticated. I would definitely imagine this fragrance on someone really classy who is wearing a suit. Is it a woman or a man? Definitely someone who has his life put together. This is a fragrance that I can imagine wearing fall, winter, maybe beginning spring, but I would never Yeah, it's for me difficult to wear powdery fragrances in spring and summer. It's just gorgeous. And yeah, and this is actually the first bottle of a signature of the sun in my collection. I have, as you all know, quite a collection of Acqua di Parma, the Blue Mediterranean line. I have a buying guide on that, which I will leave linked up here again if you are interested in any of the Blue Mediterranean fragrances. I am working on doing a buying guide on the black bottles, like the signatures of the Sun collection and also the Nobile collection from Acqua di Parma. So a beautiful unisex powdery vanilla that is just class in a bottle is Vaniglia from Acqua di Parma. So that was my last fragrance. These are all the things that I bought for Christmas. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. Please stay tuned for the video where I test all these makeup products and also tell you about my plans for YouTube in the coming year. And I have really big plans, especially for the month of January. So definitely subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.